question. Is there any way the media can find out? You already know you're doing something wrong. The mere fact that you don't want anybody to know. So you know you're doing something wrong. And Skip, he wanted to seem so philanthropic. He wanted to change the perception of the narrative.
Now, that's the honest truth.
Man, your videos are looking intense.
He should have paid his taxes and stayed retired.
Really?
But sometimes we have good nights, sometimes we have bad nights, but we always have good paydays.
In a recent interview, Shannon Sharpe spoke critically about Floyd Mayweather, referencing claims tied to a reported $42 million controversy. He expressed concern about Floyd's current position, suggesting that a mix of age and questionable financial decisions may have affected the legendary boxer's standing.
Disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them their 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
That is not allowed.
We saw other greats. Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money?
He also raised concerns about Mayweather's continued involvement in exhibition bouts. According to Sharpe, these events are no longer driven by skill or genuine competition, but by entertainment value. He suggested that many viewers tune in not for quality of boxing, but in hopes of finally seeing the undefeated icon lose. Sharpe went on to say that these matchups don't feel like traditional fights, comparing them more to stage performances than true competition. For him, the issue goes beyond entertainment. It reflects a shift in what Mayweather's career now represents, with a once respected legacy being gradually commercialized for profit.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box something.
And so the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber. A YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't? No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way. So he doesn't see like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like
Floyd Mayweather's name has recently been tied to a reported $42 million controversy highlighted by Business Insider, adding further pressure to the criticism surrounding his post-retirement activities. This wasn't viewed as a minor issue. It significantly intensified public scrutiny. Fans and analysts began questioning how someone who earned such massive sums during his boxing career could become connected to situations like this. Critics see it as part of a broader pattern, where financial gain appears to take priority over caution, raising concerns about the long-term impact on his reputation.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties. and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion."
Floyd Mayweather has built a reputation around showcasing his wealth, from owning multiple mansions to collecting identical luxury cars in the same color. His social media is filled with high-end purchases and over-the-top displays of success. However, beneath that image, there are growing concerns. Reports suggest he owes around $29 million to the IRS, which has raised questions about how his finances are being managed. For someone who has earned hundreds of millions, situations like this have led many to wonder how such obligations remain unresolved.
All right, this next clip is from 2017 on the Joe Rogan podcast, where Tom Segura and Joey Diaz talk about Floyd Mayweather owing $29 million to the IRS. Now, obviously, this clip was way back in 2017, so it's possible he paid it off. Or it's possible that he owes way more now.
I think Floyd Mayweather has like 6. Does he really? He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious. His
I
cars.
love him.
And he's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other colors too, though, man.
Yeah,
he
he does.
Gang of cars.
All
so
matching up.
he owed that money to the IRS. Why don't you just give him a few cars?
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash. Hilarious. I love it.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congratulations.
But he doesn't drive.
Right, so also, for those of you who don't know, Logan Paul is suing Floyd Mayweather. And the reason he's suing Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather owes him over $4 million after their last fight.
In his continued pursuit of new income streams, Mayweather has also faced criticism for stepping into more controversial ventures. One of the most talked about moments came when he promoted a cryptocurrency project that later collapsed. Despite already being financially successful, he reportedly received large sums to endorse the project without thoroughly verifying its credibility. As the venture fell apart, many investors experienced losses, while Mayweather largely stayed quiet on the situation. This incident added to the ongoing debate about his decision-making outside the ring.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like,
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
Sharpe continued his criticism by bringing up Mayweather's exhibition fight with YouTuber Logan Paul. In his view, the matchup wasn't just uneven. It represented a significant drop from the level of competition expected of a boxing legend. For someone with an undefeated record, stepping into the ring with an internet personality came across to some as a shift away from the standards that once defined his career. The fight lacked the intensity and competitive edge of traditional boxing, leading critics to see it more as entertainment than sport. Sharpe questioned why a fighter who once dominated at the highest level would choose this path, suggesting that the motivation may be more about financial gain than legacy.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah. Get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
then.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yep.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you who good with their hands and you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. So what?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul now?
I want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all nothing to have bragging rights.
This isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
Skip, I know you over there. You like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money represent.
Represent?
Yep. Lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get
a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
Criticism hasn't just come from media figures. It's also growing within the boxing community itself. Bill Haney, a well-known coach and father of champion Devin Haney, has spoken out about Floyd Mayweather's influence on the sport. He argued that Floyd has shifted from being admired purely as a boxer to embracing the Money Mayweather persona, where financial gain takes priority. In contrast, Haney emphasized his own focus on delivering exciting fights that fans truly enjoy, rather than centering everything around profit.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bum business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we done charged $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old... business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it. Nobody else ain't did it.
Even in retirement, Mayweather continues to bring in significant income through exhibition bouts. These matches typically carry little competitive weight and rarely feature top-tier opponents. Instead, they're presented more as entertainment events, often involving social media personalities or less experienced fighters. Critics argue that this shift blurs the line between sport and spectacle. Once celebrated for his technical brilliance, defense, and ring intelligence, Mayweather is now viewed by some as capitalizing on nostalgia, focusing more on business opportunities than preserving his competitive legacy.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Tensions escalated during a heated press conference when Floyd Mayweather began highlighting his wealth. Conor McGregor responded sharply, implying that Floyd shouldn't be boasting about money he may not fully possess. McGregor went on to reference alleged tax issues and suggested that Floyd's return to fighting exhibitions was driven by financial motives. The exchange drew attention to a perceived contradiction. Despite branding himself as one of the wealthiest figures in boxing, Mayweather continues to take on fights that critics believe are more about sustaining his lifestyle than competition.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability and what would it be. Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
Conor McGregor didn't limit his challenge to the ring. He also questioned Mayweather's character. He stated bluntly that Mayweather should have handled his taxes properly and remained retired. In McGregor's view, return to compete in lower-profile exhibition bouts wasn't just questionable. It reflected poor financial judgment. His remarks resonated with those who feel that Mayweather's recent matchups with influencers and non-traditional opponents are driven more by quick earnings than genuine competition. For critics, the issue goes beyond finances and points to broader concerns about decisions made after his prime.
You look fucking great. I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd got 3.
You know what else he got?
And he got
tax
2
problems.
Yeah.
That's what he's got. Oh, that's heavy shit. That's heavy shit.
It's hard to get out from underneath that.
Fucking right it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
British boxing legend Chris Eubank also weighed in on the discussion, questioning Mayweather's claim to being the greatest of all time. While he acknowledged Mayweather as one of the highest paid fighters in history, he argued that financial success alone doesn't define greatness inside the ring. Eubank suggested that true legacy should be measured by the quality of performances, the bravery shown in competition, and the lasting impact on fans, not just earnings. His comments highlight the ongoing debate between Mayweather's massive financial achievements and how they compare to his overall sporting legacy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress. And for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
Rapper and former associate 50 Cent has also shared his perspective, suggesting that Mayweather's wealth has significantly diminished over time. He argued that while many boxing legends concentrated on perfecting their craft and building lasting legacies, Mayweather placed a stronger emphasis on financial gain. According to 50 Cent, the key difference is that true legends are driven by the pursuit of greatness and recognition in their sport, rather than prioritizing money above all else.
Even Floyd, like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
A viral TikTok expose took a closer look at Mayweather's brand, claiming that several of his promotions did not deliver as expected. According to the video, some fans reportedly paid for events or merchandise that never came through. The content suggested that his brand may rely heavily on hype and visibility rather than consistent delivery of promised experiences. If true, incidents like these could damage business credibility and gradually erode the trust of supporters who have followed him over the years.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess
It's about
what?
to drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith offer a wider perspective on Mayweather's influence, focusing on how his public image has shaped younger athletes. He suggested that many upcoming fighters admire Mayweather more for his financial success than for his skills in the ring. According to Smith, what tend to be copied is a persona, the confidence, the bravado, and showmanship, rather than the discipline, work ethic, and dedication that helped build his career.
It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see.
Despite the criticism, Mayweather appears largely unfazed. When responding to negative remarks, he has expressed a view that people will find reasons to criticize regardless of one's actions, so it's better to focus on personal happiness. This mindset reflects a strong sense of independence from public opinion, prioritizing personal satisfaction over external validation. While that approach may bring him peace, it has also led some fans question how much he still values a sport that made him a global icon. Ultimately, his pursuit of contentment continues to raise debates about how it may affect his legacy, reputation, and standing in boxing history.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.